Before we get into the nitty-gritties of repeat sentence, I strongly recommend that you watch PT Repeat Sentence Understand the Game if you haven't already. The link is provided in the description. There are basically two steps in the repeat sentence item type. First is listening to the repeat sentence. Second is speaking, which is to repeat the sentence you heard aloud. Success depends on how well you execute these two steps. Of course, the first step is most important. I mean, if you're distracted during the listening phase by the boy or girl next to you, you're likely to score a big egg. I say that because recently, one of my students made that excuse for faring worse than he did in our practice test. Now, about listening, there are two reasons why test takers fail to remember and repeat the message. First, they're not used to listening to English or native English users' accent. Second, they're not familiar with the syntax used by the speaker. If you have problem listening and comprehending native speakers' accent, you're likely to struggle with all listening item types. However, this can be corrected within a week depending on how well you follow the advice in our articles Improve Speaking, Writing, Listening and Reading with Tons of Fun, Part 1. The link is provided in the description. Now for those of you who have poor English proficiency and thereby are unable to comprehend or remember a short sentence because of syntax that they're not familiar with, I have two tips. Firstly, I have a white hat tip, which is to improve English. Immerse yourself in an English environment, listen, read, speak and write as much English as you can. Follow the advice in our articles Improve Speaking, Writing, Listening, Reading Skills with Tons of Fun, Part 1. If you need help, join our Diamond Coaching Program, wherein through various assignments and exercises, we help you build up English skills required for one attempt PTE success. Second is more of a black hat technique. When you are listening, you should be completely focused and oblivious of everything else around you. Quietly repeat each and every word after the speaker as you hear it. When you have the sentence, keep repeating the complete sentence again and again till the microphone opens. When the microphone opens, vomit the words in the order you heard them in. No, actually, do not vomit the words out, because then you may score poorly for pronunciation and oral fluency. As you listen, take note of the intonation and word and sentence level stress used by the speaker. As you repeat the words after the speaker and sentence at the end, repeat the words and the sentence with the same intonation and stress used by the speaker. I know what you are thinking. I can't focus on remembering words and other parameters of the speech. Well, you can. Human minds are used to picking up intonation and stress. You may not realize it, but your mind subconsciously picks up intonation and stress used by the speaker when you're consciously focused on comprehending words regardless of the language. Just take music for example. You're consciously focused on remembering words of your favorite song, which may take a few attempts, but your mind picks up the other parameters of the song such as stress and intonation automatically and at first go. To understand the importance of intonation and stress, let's consider the sentence, "Let's eat grandma." It's easy to remember and repeat, but if you were to say it as, "Let's eat grandma," although you use the correct words, but because of the wrong sentence and word level stress, the meaning of the sentence is changed entirely. If you have the sentence and the meaning of the sentence, the stress and intonation with which the speaker spoke, step 2 is easy. Repeat the sentence as you heard it with the same intonation and stress. For correct intonation, as a general rule, always start high and end low. This can be done by taking a deep breath at the start of every sentence. Thereafter, remember to use the same stress used by the speaker. Pronounce each word in a manner so it is easily understood by regular users of the English language. Do not try to copy the speaker's accent, pitch, volume. Speak at a rate and volume that comes naturally to you. Do not speak monotonously like a robot, one word at a time. Speak with a smooth, natural rhythm that comes naturally to you. If you make a mistake, do not correct yourself, as then you will lose more points for oral fluency and gain absolutely nothing. There you have it, our tips and strategy for repeat sentence item type. However, these by themselves are not going to be sufficient to get you one attempt PTE success. Now, in our content, we provide excellent repeat sentence questions that will help you build up the skills required for one attempt PTE success. We make you sweat in our practice test, so the actual test will seem like a piece of cake. So do support us by enrolling in one of our PTE preparation courses that you need for one attempt PTE success. If you like this video and want more such content, please like, share, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments or get in touch with us by any means given on the contact page on our website. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you and goodbye for now.